Namaste. Sada khush raho, बिटिया. I, Jevin Dr. L.K. Sharma, Professor Jyoti Vidyapith, Women's University, Jaipur. Today our topic is Election Commission of India. The Election Commission of India is an autonomous constitutional authority responsible for administering union and state election process in India. The body administers elections to the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, state legislative assemblies in India, and the offices of the president and vice president in the country. The setup: a constitutional body. India is a socialist, secular, democratic republic and the largest democracy in the world. The modern Indian nation came into existence on 15th of August 1947. Since then, free and fair elections have been held at regular intervals as per the principle enshrined in the constitutional electoral laws and system. The Constitution of the India has vested in the Election Commission of India the superintendence, direction and control of the entire process for the conduction of the election to the parliament and legislature of every state and to the offices of the president and vice president of India. The Election Commission is a permanent constitutional body. The Election Commission was established in accordance with the Constitution on 25th January 1950. The Election Commission celebrated its Golden Jubilee in 2001. Originally, the Commission has only a Chief Election Commissioner. It currently consists of Chief Election Commissioner and 2 Election Commissioners. For the first time, 2 additional commissioners were appointed on the 16th October 1989, but they had a very short tenure till the 1st January 1990. Later on, the 1st October 1993, 2 additional election commissioners were appointed. The concept of multi-member commission has been in operation since then, with the decision-making power by majority vote. Appointment and tenure of the commission. The President appoints the Chief Election Commissioner and Election Commissioner. They have a tenure of 6 years up to the age of the 65 years, whichever is earlier. They enjoy the same status and receive a salary and perks as available to the judges of the Supreme Court of India. The Chief Election Commissioner can be removed from office only through the impeachment by the Parliament. Transactions of the business. The Commission transacts its business by holding regular meetings and also by circulation of papers. All election commissioners have equal say in the decision making of the commission. The commission from time to time delegates some of its executive functions to its officers in its secretariats. The setup: the commission has a separate secretariat at New Delhi consisting of about 300 officials in a hierarchical setup. The 2 or 3 deputy election commissioners, director generals, who are the senior most officers in the secretariat, assist the commission. They are generally appointed from the national civil services of the country and are selected and appointed by the commission with tenure. Director, principal secretaries and secretaries, under secretaries, deputy director support the deputy election commissioner and director general in turn. This is a functional and territorial distribution of work in the commission. The work is organized in a division, branches and sections. Each of the last mentioned unit is in charge of section officer. The main functional division are planning, judicial, administration, systematic voters, education and electoral participation, sweep, information system, media and secretariat coordination. The territorial work is distributed among separate units responsible for the different zones into which 35 constituent states and union territories of the country are grouped for the convenience of the management. Budget and expenditure. The Secretariat of the Commission has an independent budget which is finalized directly in consultation with the Commission and Finance Minister of the Union. The latter generally accepts the recommendation of the Commission for its budget. The major expenditure on actual conduct of election is, however, reflected in the budget of the concerned constituent units of the Union, states and Union territories. Executive interference barred. The performance of its function. Election Commission is insulated from the executive interference. It is the Commission which decided the election schedules for the conduct of the elections, whether general elections or by-elections. Again, it is the Commission which decided on the location, polling stations, assignment of voters to the polling stations, location of the counting centers, arrangement to be made in and around polling stations and counting centers, and all allied matters. Political parties and the commissions. The political parties are registered with the Election Commission under the law. The Commission ensures inner party democracy in their functioning by insisting upon them to hold their organizational election at the periodic intervals. The political parties are so registered with it are granted recognition at the state and national levels by Election Commission on the basis of their poll performance at the general election according to the criteria prescribed by it. Advisory jurisdiction and quasi-judicial functions. Under the Constitution, the Commission has also advisory jurisdiction in the matter of post-election disqualification of sitting members of Parliament and state legislature. Further, the cases of persons found guilty of corrupt practices at elections which come before the Supreme Court and High Court are also referred to the Commission for its opinion on the questions as to whether such a person shall be disqualified, and if so, for what a period. The Commission has the power to disqualify a candidate who has failed lodge on account of his election expenses within the time and in the manner prescribed by the law. The Commission has also the power for removing or reducing the period of disqualification as also for the disqualification under the law. Judicial review. The decision of the Commission can be challenged in the High Court and the Supreme Court of the India by appropriate petitions, by long-standing convention and several judicial pronouncement. Once the actual process of election has started, the judiciary does not intervene in the actual conduct of the polls. Once the polls are completed and the result declared, the Commission cannot review any result on its own. This can only be reviewed through the process of an election petition, which can be filed before the High Court in respect to the election of Parliament and State Legislature. In respect of elections for the offices of the President and Vice President, such petition can only be filed before the Supreme Court. Media policy. The Commission has comprehensively for the media. It holds a regular briefing for the mass media, print and electronic, on a regular basis at a close interval during the election period. On a specific occasion as necessary as on other occasions, the representative of the media are also provided facilities to report on actual conduct of poll counting. Commission also publishes statistical reports and other documents which are available in the public domain. The library of the Commission is available for the research and study the member of the academic fraternity, media representative and anybody else. The Commission has in cooperation with the India own media, Doordarshan, All India Radio, taken up a major campaign for awareness of voter. Prasar Bharati Corporation, which manages the national radio television networks, has brought out several innovative and effective short clips for this purpose. Voter education. The voter participation in the democratic electoral process is integrated to the successful running of any democracy and the very basis of wholesome democratic elections. International cooperation. India is founding member of International Institute of Democracy and Electoral Assistance (IDEA), Stockholm, Sweden. In the present past, Commission has expanded international contacts by way of sharing of experience and expertise in the area of electoral management and administration, electoral laws and reforms, election officials from the national electoral bodies and other delegates from the several countries: Russia, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Indonesia, South Africa, Bangladesh, Thailand, Nigeria, Namibia, Bhutan, Australia, and the United States and Afghanistan, etc. have visited the Commission for better understanding of the Indian electoral process. New initiatives. The Commission has taken several new initiatives in the recent past. Notable among these are a scheme for a use of state-owned electronic media for broadcast telecast by political parties, checking criminalization of politics, computerizations of electoral laws, providing electoral with identity card, simplifying the process for maintenance of accounts and filling of the same by candidate, and a variety of measures for strict compliance of model code of conduct for providing a level of playing field to the contestant during election. Functions of the Election Commissions of the India. ECI is responsible for a free and reasonable election. It ensures the political party and candidate adhere to the model code of conduct, regulate parties and register them as per eligibility to contest in election, proposes the limit of campaign expenditure per candidate to all parties and monitors the same. It is mandatory for all political parties to submit annual report to the ECI in order to be able to claim the tax benefit on the contribution. Guarantees that all political parties regularly submit audited financial reports. The main duties of the election commissions are supervise, control and conduct all the elections of the parliament and the state legislature, set general rules for election, prepare electoral roll, determine territorial distribution of constituencies, give credit to the political parties, allot election symbol to the political parties or candidates, appoint tribunal for the decision of doubts and disputes arising out of an election to parliament and state legislature. This is all about the election commission in India. Thank you.